In this video, I analyze Cardano in detail using my 20 metrics and apply my 10x formula. And why Cardano surprised me so much, all of that in this video. Yes, let's get started right away. What is Cardano actually? It is a layer 1 blockchain with proof of stake and ultimately values scalability and interoperability, meaning connecting with several other blockchains. Founded in 2017. Now let's move on to my 10x formula. I highly recommend this video up here where I present the 10x formula and especially my 20 metrics in detail. Then let's get started. What is the market capitalization? It is at 35 billion. The growth is still moderate, therefore 5 out of 10. What about the circulating supply ultimately? It is not at 78%. That is definitely very good. That means ADA is not inflationary, therefore 8 out of 10. Then the next point. What about the roadmap? Well, they definitely have various goals, a detailed phase development, ultimately a clear focus on decentralization, scaling, and governance, therefore 9 out of 10. And then the next point, what about the team? Well, member Charles Hoskinson, everyone knows him, is a former co-founder of Ethereum and has an experienced team of developers, but also researchers, therefore 9 out of 10. Then the next point, what about the narrative? Well, scientifically based, ADA is ultimately sustainable and especially security-oriented. Primarily, the sustainable aspect is a good narrative, therefore 8 out of 10. And the next point, what problem does ADA solve? Well, it will solve the problem of scalability and sustainability simultaneously, decentralization on blockchain technology, so all important points, therefore 9 out of 10. And then the next point, what about the tokenomics? Well, it is based on proof of stake, promotes stability, and there are staking rewards, which is also good because it encourages participation, therefore 8 out of 10. And then the next point, how do the investors look? Well, primarily supported by the community and staking, no. Investors, therefore only 6 out of 10. And then the next point, the capital. Well, financial strength is well funded through previous sales. And support? Therefore 8 out of 10. And the next point, how does the marketing look? Well, community-driven, ADA is ultimately also supported by larger partnerships, which is very good, therefore 7 out of 10. So, I discovered an old master that really blew me away, with mega potential and a low market capitalization, which is of course absolutely advantageous for us investors. Strangely, no one has really noticed it yet. I will upload this altcoin next weekend. The complete analysis based on my 20 metrics with my 10x formula. So, if you don't want to miss it, feel free to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to activate the bell so you don't miss any. And now it continues directly. Yes, the next point. How about the idea? Is it simple? In the end, it is moderately complex, of course, from a technical perspective for beginners, ultimately for lay people, but the concept is quite understandable, hence 6 out of 10. Then the next point, what does the long-term vision look like? Well, ADA ultimately aims to be sustainable platforms for DeFi, education and governance, which are very important, and therefore 8 out of 10. And the next point is whether it is deflationary, with a maximum supply, and it has a fixed supply cap of 45 billion ADA, which is already positive, hence 8 out of 10. And then the next point, what about the fully diluted market capitalization? Well, it is almost 1-to-1 in the end because most tokens are already in circulation, which is extremely positive, hence 9 out of 10. And then the next point, what about the liquidity? In the end, it is about what high liquidity speaks of, which is positive, 8 out of 10. And then the next point, what does the token distribution look like? Well, in the end, the distribution through staking options is rather low, therefore a low concentration, well distributed, decentralized, which is good. And then the next point, how does it look regarding the top coins? They are as low as possible and in the end they are relatively low, therefore that is positive, 7 out of 10. And then the next point, what utility does it ultimately have? Well, first of all, the transaction costs, then staking, and of course participation in governance, therefore 9 out of 10. Then the next point, what about the community? Well, it is very active. The ADA community really supports Cardano a lot. But the developers are also very strong and many are involved, especially regarding the sustainability aspect, therefore 9 out of 10. And the next point, what is the current market situation? Well, there is high competition, especially in the layer 1 space, that must be said. And at the moment there is no altcoin season yet, but ADA has been on the market for a very long time, so I am optimistic and give it 6 out of 10. Yes, then let's get straight to the result. 79.3 is a solid result. Good tokenomics. I mean, the growth potential is only moderate, but still a good outcome, so here everything is listed very transparently. Yes, and then we come to the price forecast, as always here at the top, either in the bear case, let's say the normal case, or the very optimistic case. Therefore, ADA could reach between $3 and $7, which would be 6 to 12 times, still an extremely good growth potential. Now that you know the potential of other, I would like to introduce you to a top altcoin with mega opportunities that, strangely enough, not many people are aware of. I'll link it up here. I have analyzed it in detail based on my 20 key figures using my 10x formula. Have fun with it. If you like this video, please give it a like and let me know what other altcoin analyses you would like to see. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.